stop I make as respect to my name. From rate comes printed to orders aligned. I don't just run loads, I'm building a design. My logo clean, my reviews legit. I don't chase money, just opportunities that fit. They wonder how I glow under all this pressure. It's passion, patience, progress, applied all together. This is a brand on wheels, legacy in motion, stacking success like waves in the ocean. I'm more than a driver, I'm a CEO, turning every mile into something that grows. Yeah, a brand on wheels, yeah, a brand on wheels. I'm leveling up with every deal. I track my numbers, I study the game. Networking nights, just elevating my name. Sticker on the door, mindset on 10. If you ain't watch me win again. Insurance right, contracts tight, doing business clean and sleeping at night. Yeah, yeah. From one man to a fleet, from a dream to a plan. If God is backing you, you could do anything, man. Or queen, whatever you be. Purpose behind you will set you free. Yeah, brand on wheels, building while I ride. Success ain't pretty in the passenger side. This is a brand on wheels, legacy in motion, stacking success like waves in the ocean. I'm more than a driver, I'm a CEO, turning every mile into something that grows. Yeah, brand on wheels, yeah, yeah, brand on wheels. I'm leveling up with every deal. Brand on wheels, yeah, brand on wheels, yeah, brand on wheels.
We roll early, chasing the sun. Cargo van dreams, mile after mile we run. This one's for the crew, the real ones out on the road. Let's go. Got ice in his veins, coffee in his cup. Camera on the dash when the highway lights up. From Houston to Carolinas, he's chasing that bag. Living out his purpose, never showing up late. Subscribers tuned in when that bell goes ding, cause they know BG's doing his thing. Every vlog, every load, every laugh he brings, he's the voice of the road. We rollin' with the quicks and the whole damn team. Nelson riding heavy, pulling up on the scene. Just true, holding steady, controlling every lane. The transporter moving up and down the east, making money rain. Can't stop the beats. J. Russ, every day rustin', holding down the south. Sean and Finn, dog collecting bags off every route. Mober Rose and Abdul Rahim rolling too. McGriss, Ariana, and Andrew, all part of the crew. Yeah, we rolling on through. Cargo van life, that's what we do. He ain't in it for fame, it's the grind of gold. Just a man, a van, and a heart made of gold. Late nights, gas stations, reading the GPS on the app. Every mile tells a story, every stop's a recap. He's the voice for the dreamers, the road believers, the freight haulers and the long mile seekers. When he hits record, the world gets to see that life in the van can set your spirit free. We rollin' with the quicks and the whole damn team. Nelson riding heavy, pulling up on the scene. Just true, holding steady, controlling every lane. The transporter moving up and down the east, making money rain. Can't stop the beast. J. Russ, every day he rustin', holding down the south. Sean and Finn, out collecting bags off every route. Mober Rose and Abdul Rahim rolling too. McGriss, Ariana, and Andrew, all part of the crew. Yeah, we rolling on through. Cargo van life, that's what we do. From sunrise runs to them late night stops. Living by the hustle, never gonna drop. Faith in his heart, freedom in his hand. He's building dreams 1 mile at a time across this land. No 9 to 5, just an open road. Every van's a dream, every mile a goal. Faith in his heart and a grind that's true. From one driver to another, this one's for you. We rollin'.
Where the hell am I at? What's going on? I can't get on the screen. What is up? Man, I don't know what happened, fam. My bad. What's good? I'm like, what is going on? I can see you, but you can't see me. And that's how we go. That's how we gonna start tonight. I see, and it's crazy because we talking about SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And you just seen one. Not getting the camera working was almost a threat to this thing. But hey, we utilize our strengths. In the night, that refresh finger became the clicker finger. I'm over here clicking left and right. But man, what's going on, fam? I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Your boy still working on this IT thing. Y'all know we over here. We a family show. We all over here got to play our parts. We ain't got no IT department. Well, I guess I do. That's another hat I got. I'm the IT man. But yeah, either way it go, man, we here, fam. We had an interesting week because, you know, your boy been laying low this week. Been having to take care of a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. We talked about that. And so part of that is what we're going to cover tonight with SWOT analysis. But you know your boy, I got to highlight the fam first before we dive all the way into it because the fam over here getting it in. Let's see what we got. What's good, Mr. Drive Time Shot in the building. Hey, I like how y'all just be speaking to each other. I love how y'all just be talking and going in all in with each other. I like that. Grind setters on the set. Yep. We in there. What's going on? Cole is in this thing. That's Stride Express. Y'all know who Cole is. I tell y'all, we know who each other is. What's going on, fam? Straight out of West Virginia. Hey, you been out there you've been rolling, and I have. That's T, everybody. If you don't know what it is, that's T. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Hey, Cole, that was a good call on the intro. See, what y'all don't know is behind these scenes, in that Grind Says community, we hold each other accountable and we push each other for greatness. And they come up with ideas, we come up with ideas, we bounce stuff off each other. That was one of Cole's recommendations about getting this intro going. And appreciate you, Cole. You know, if we got to tweak something, they'll let me know. What's going on? They hollering at T. Got Rich in the building. What it do, fam? Yeah. Hit the like button. Show the fam some love. Miss Quick, what's going on? Miss Quick, got everybody hollering. Hey, Rich, Drive Time and Stride and the Quicks in the building. This what we do. That song, I like that song. That we rolling, baby. Hope everyone is staying safe. We is cold. We out here getting it, and I love it. Even Rich out there with that morning drop with a pickup before 12. Yeah, find that other partial to go to it, but you up and then, baby. Hey, how Texas been treating you? You know Texas teach you good. Well, some people complain, but hey, we love it over here. Yes, it is a vibe. I like it. I get to sit next time, even though I'm sitting behind the screen jamming, I might need to make sure I can get on screen first while I'm back here dancing and stuff. Too busy dancing, and I couldn't even get myself on the screen. What does everyone have set for Monday? Your boy? I'm not even finna lie. This week, I might get out. I don't know if I'm gonna get outside because still got behind the scenes stuff to do. Because now we're a week out, fam. Saturday is the first meetup. We're meeting in Houston. The link's in the description. We got the spot reserved. We got the hotel reserved. If you need rooms, it's part of the link in the description. They give a good discount because you're coming over there to rock with the meetup. And all that's in the description. But yeah. Getting things together, got to go figure out what we're eating. I kind of have an idea. I just got to go lock it down and make sure we good on that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow. Plus, I got stuff to community people. Man, fam, I owe y'all some things, and believe it. I had to figure some stuff out. IT guy, and I had that to y'all because we got to talk about it on the live on Wednesday. So don't worry. Yep. T say she's loving it. What's up, Quicks? Yep. Everybody speaking. I love it. Local work first. I like that. That's a whole nother conversation. Are you Batman tonight? Hey, long as I see that symbol come up, that it's not Batman, it ain't Superman, but when I see that GS come across the sky, let me stop. Hey, I'm here. We here. What's going on, fam? Boy, you was in the dark like that. Hey, I come out in the night. Y'all know we like night riding. What's going on, fam? We got each trouble in the building. Let's go. I love it. We in this thing, boy. We is in this thing. I promise we're gonna catch up. I gotta get through the fam first. We gotta talk. What it do, man? What up? What's going on, King? What's going on? Thank you all for all the helpful information y'all put out. That's what we do, fam. We want everybody to win. Maggers in the building. Hey, I had a great weekend. I had a great week, and it's just gonna keep getting better. Everybody's speaking. I love it. First meetup, long time coming. Yay. It's just the beginning. I told y'all we have plans and strategies and systems for all types of stuff. If everybody knew what was coming, whoo. But see, I told y'all know me. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I know how things move, shake, so we put stuff out as we get closer to the time. Because if I laid out all the stuff that's in my brain, we'll be sitting here talking all day long. But then again, I'm also how I grew up, and don't worry, my wife even gets me on this because I'm terrible at it. You don't let everybody know what you're doing all at once because, yeah, let's be honest, it's haters out there. But don't worry, I give fam enough time to make sure we get stuff moving and grooving. So we got the meetup coming this Saturday. Telling you now, the next one is going to be at the end of June. What is that? Foot stump wink is going to be the end of June. The last Saturday in June in St. Louis. Giving you the heads up. So start preparing. So when the links come out, I got to get up there and go look at some stuff with some fam. And then we're going to let y'all know what's shaking. When you coming to Florida. So this is the square. Remember, I'm geometry. I tell you about the circle, told you about the rectangle, told you about the triangles. This is the square. Houston, then St. Louis end of June, then end of September, we're gonna be in Cincinnati. And the first in October, the first month of the fourth quarter, October, we're gonna be in Atlanta. Get to the place that's closest to you, or just come get on the road and come rock with your boy in all four places. I'm gonna be here all four of them. I can't lie, I have better luck in the DFW area than the H. I know. I tell everybody that. The hot spot for the triangle for Texas, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin is in there. But yeah, Dallas is number one. That's part of the triangle, fam. It's part of the triangle. It's a place in every, when you do the logistics of it and build the systems around it, it's a hot spot all over the place. And then it's a triangle around it. You just got to know how to work it. Everybody rolling. Yep. I'll be in y'all's favorite state this weekend visiting family, throwing rocks in Florida. I'm up here laughing. Y'all don't even know what I'm laughing at. Let's just put it like this. Some of the fam had some stuff happen in the community. Throwing rocks is the ongoing joke. Y'all wouldn't get it. You got to be there. It's one of them. You have to be there. It's going to be some good food in the loop and good fam too. And not throwing rocks. Yeah, fam. Checked in. Everybody in the fam. So y'all know your boy. The only way I know how to explain stuff is I got to put a little story behind it. It's part of who I am. That's the only way it makes sense in my head. So when we talk about business, we talk about SWOT analysis. And I remember the first time I learned about SWOT analysis, I was stationed in Italy. And we were talking about it for our organization. And my mentor said, let me make it easy for you. And he broke it down family-wise. So when it started clicking, understand SWOT analysis family-wise, because I'm a family person, that's why we over here, it started making sense for the organization. And then as I got through certain parts of my career, learning different things, moving up the ladder, that's what they call it in the corporate world, but moving up to the senior leadership positions and then looking at it from degrees, those business degrees that I got, and applying it. And it was like, man, all this goes hand in hand. Personal development, business development, professional development, and all go hand in hand. And one of those key factors is a SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis, the acronym, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Let's do it the easy way, because this is the one where most of us can understand, especially those that have kids. when you're building your family and you're growing to have your family, grow kids, and you're like, hey, we need to move into a good neighborhood, good school district, safe. You think about all these things, how close it is to your job, what's your commute. You look at all those things and you start to name like the strengths. Like I told you about my background, where we came from. So say you grew up in an unsavory place. Well, no matter where it's at. And you're like, I got to move my family up out of here. So one of those strengths is it's going to be a safer environment. It's going to be better. Kids can go play at the park. Husband, wife, whatever, can go to the store and not have to worry about so much craziness. Those are all the strengths. Then you got to apply those weaknesses. How much is this going to cost? Because our money can only do what our money does. How much is it going to cost? Is the school district going to have school uniforms? Do I have to pay for school activities? Other weaknesses could be, what are the grocery stores? How much fuel am I have to use to run back and forth to the grocery store? I'm gonna be in a major city, or I'm gonna be in the outskirts and rural areas, and now I gotta buy different equipment to cut grass because I got acres. Those are all different weaknesses that you have to consider. But then you have to weigh in those opportunities. Put my kids in a better school district, provide them a better education that gives them more chances to advance in life and have a productive way to go to college, trade, whatever they decide to do. Those are the opportunities you afford your family. You afford yourself the opportunity. You might be able to work closer to where you live closer to where your job is. So now that drops down the commute for where you got to go to work. Or you might want to say, hey, we got the opportunity because we live on the outskirts. We got land. I can do a little farming, grow a little vegetables in a garden, or maybe get some chickens and have some eggs. It's different ways. It's however you look at it. I'm just giving you the personal facet of this thing. Then you got to think about the threats. All right, if I'm in a rural area, power goes out, thunderstorms. Like somewhere, like think of like Oklahoma, they got a tornado alley. That's a threat. Like living in like a Florida with the floods, even Houston with the flood. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to start thinking about those threats. Like if you live up north in the snow and you can't get to work and you're snowed in because it's 10 feet of snow. Like you got to think about all those things for your personal life. Now, because I keep telling everybody all the time, personally, you can't have a business without working on your personal. They just don't go together. I mean, they go together, but without them, it just won't succeed. If you think your business is going to strive and take off and no personal and don't have that locked in, without that balance or learning how to integrate it. I hate saying the balance because it's integrated. It's all one. Until you learn that part, it's not going to work. It's no different with a family. I just told you all about moving to a house, moving to a nicer neighborhood, putting your kids in better schools, setting your husband or wife, your spouse, up for success, and y'all working together on that. But at the same time, business don't mean entrepreneurship. It's 9 to 5. If you don't handle your business at work, you don't have the funds to take care of the family. See how they go hand in hand? You see that? You see that? So that's what a SWOT analysis is on your personal life. Now, with that being said, after we highlight the fan right quick, we're going to break down how it affects your business life and those different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that y'all might have out there. And we're going to expand on those. That was just the background. So you'll know, because you need to do a SWOT analysis on your life. That's part of that, not just personal development, but accountability, because you can't move forward if you can't hold yourself accountable. Be like, I can't move into this neighborhood. Why? Because I'm not good at saving. I blow the money on this and that. I can't put my kids in the better school. Why? Because I haven't raised my kids to be good contributing members to society. They out there making a mess and a ruckus, and I put them in a good school. They just going, you see what I'm saying? Personal development, business development. Y'all get what I'm saying. Let me go holler at the fan. Where we stopped at? Woo, y'all been over here talking. We left off with this, not throwing rocks, because they'll throw you a rock and hide the hand. But that's a whole nother thing. But whatever. What up, BG? I'm still out here taking these cheap loads and looking for a great dispatching service. I don't have one, fam. If y'all got because I haven't used the dispatchers. I used one a long time ago, like year 1. But that wasn't my dispatching service. That was the fam putting me on and helping me out because I was in the middle of Phoenix. But yeah, if y'all got some good dispatching services or know of some, now don't be surprised what's coming in the future. We're doing a lot of work in the community. It's some things happening, but when it happens, you'll know. But as of right now, we don't have that set up. But if somebody in the chat knows of a good dispatching service, let fam know. Let fam know. Sean and Don here. That's a new one. Is that done? It's done. Are we on your YouTube? I ain't never seen that one. What's going on, fam? Sean's driving. He got to pick up in Ohio in the morning, heading to Arkansas. Hey, that's some good mileage right there. And I know if I know anything about you and Sean, that's some good money. And I love it. We won't be in Houston attending the truck. We won't be in Houston attending the trucking convention. Don't count us out on the others. I ain't. Now, you know I'm not worried about it. I know y'all going to be in one of them. I don't know which one, but y'all going to let me know. And don't worry, fam. We're going to be ready for you because we're going to be having a blast, and we're going to save y'all some seats. Ah, man, what's up? What's up? Yo, hey, people, the transporter, Terry in the building. Boy, Terry been out there moving. I'm so proud of you, fam. I was talking about, I be looking like, what's that meme that be going around there like that proud auntie? when I be seeing Terry, the transporter, when I see auntie, when I see T, when I see the quicks, when I see all of y'all posting and y'all be out there getting it, I just be sitting there looking at my phone like this. Look at them get it. I be so happy for y'all, man. I think y'all getting it and I love it. Man, yo, just tapping in. What I miss? You ain't missed nothing, OC. You right on time, fam. You right on time. You ain't missed nothing, fam. Hey, y'all, what's going on, fam? What's going on, the Trailblazers in this thing? The transporter. Hey, OC. Better have a plan B and C and be flexible. So, this is the funny part for me. And it's not, I agree. I believe in having plan B and C, but the way my mind does it, okay, let's do it this way. Because I know everybody ain't read the book. Matter of fact, I don't know which book it's in. I don't know it's in one of these. I can't remember. Your boy mind be everywhere. So plan A, that's the plan. So obviously before you make a plan, the system, because this is part of SWOT analysis. So I'm gonna leave this on the screen. So whenever you, because remember, you got to build a strategy, but in order to build a strategy in business, you got to understand systems and how they work. So you got to build a system to make the strategy work. I don't necessarily believe in a plan B and a C. And this is why. I believe plan A keeps you moving ahead. Plan B keeps you going backwards. And plan C, you setting yourself up for catastrophe. So if you know you always got something to fall back on, it makes you not go as hard for the original plan. Now, with that being said, I believe plans deviate and can add on and change. So, for example, I go through my systems. I go through, create the systems in my business. And then with those systems that I create, when I say systems, it's stuff like safety procedures. It's stuff about how you're going to do your finances, what your percentage of overhead will be, your deadhead miles, if we're talking about this. Creating different systems, understanding the triangle, how to move around the circle. Those are systems. And then you create your strategy. Your strategy is, we talked about this, your strategy is basically your goals and objectives. How are you going to achieve them? And you make those. So that's your system. So now I got plan A. But if I go over here and make a plan B, that's a whole separate plan than plan A. If I make a plan C, that's a whole separate plan than plan A again. B, gonna have me go backwards because I'm like, I can't go that hard on that because I got something to fall back on. C is that catastrophe, because it's like saying plan A don't work, plan B work, plan C. So now, remember, told you, life and business goes together. So think about over the years, you play sports and had coaches, you watch it on TV. As a coach, say football, we got a game plan. That's the game plan. You see, they got all these plays on there for offense and defense. That's the game plan. Because in sports, the winner, normally the people that win the championships, you know how to make people play your game. And if somebody is trying to deviate and play their game, you know how to counter that, counter moves, and make them play another way. And so in the game plan for sports, if something goes wrong, okay, that play don't work. We're going to pivot. Instead of going left, we're going to go right. Instead of throwing, we're going to go up the middle. You see what I'm saying? You got different systems inside of your plan. Again, it's how people look at it. What you're saying about plan B and C and being flexible, there's nothing wrong with that. This is just how my mind works. So I have counter moves, like in a fight. Somebody hit you, you counter. But if I got a plan B and somebody hit me and I fall to the ground, I just walk out the ring and be like, don't worry, I'm finna go train. I'll be back next year. See what I'm saying? Like, that's just how my mind works. I'm not saying I'm right. There's multiple ways to skin a cat. This is just wordplay, basically, because I don't want to give myself an opportunity. I know T says it all the time. She says, it's gonna work. It's gonna win. I'm gonna win with this, because she's building those systems and plan, because she's like, I'm gonna win. She's like, you heard seeing movies like There's No Other Option and all that kind of stuff. That's what I mean by plan B and C. Not saying, word it how you want to, because you're probably saying the same thing I'm saying, Rich. You just said plan B and C. Everybody has their own definition. So you ain't right or wrong. I'm not right or wrong. It's just how my brain processes it. So, hey, we'll keep it going. But we'll talk about that'll make more sense when we break down the strengths SWOT analysis for the cargo van. Be like water. I like that. See, that's what I mean. How you going? I saw that, and now I saw that. Same thing. Yes, be like water. Boy, I know y'all be knowing what I'm talking about. Everybody's speaking in this thing. Everybody's speaking it. Preach, man. Everybody. Listen, fam, just to encourage someone on here, I made a year in February, and since then I've booked 95% of my loads. Made my first 2,700 week last week, joined the setters. Hold on, we taking a moment of silence. I know y'all probably already got to it and I ain't seen it, but Mr. Dry Time, Shard, I'm happy for you, man. Mr. Washington getting them Benjamins. That's crazy. Collecting all them Benjamins. I love it, man. That's amazing. I'm gonna take that. Had your first 2,700 week. Well, I tell you, when you keep creating systems, I'm gonna give you an example. Because it'd be real time over there in the community, the grind setters. Mr. Dry Time was approached with a situation, and the grind setters chipped in, and everybody started making comments and going to talking and helping. Hey, do this, suggestions. That's where the rock throwing thing came in, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, we hopefully they're coming up with ideas, and we building systems to fall under our strategies. We can keep telling. Mr. Dry Time, we'll keep telling them, but it don't matter if we can't explain it right. You gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them, like the meet and greet, the meetup, or whatever word. You get what I'm saying. People complain about not being in the room and not knowing certain things. And again, you don't have to be in Houston one. I suggest if you close by, get into it. But you feel it by the St. Louis one, we coming. If you by the Cincinnati one, we'll let you know. You by the Atlanta one, we'll let you know. Now throughout this year, if you don't make it to now for them, and then you be like, man, what I missed? And you wasn't in the room. You wasn't watching the lives. You ain't watched the video. You ain't bought books. And again, I'm just saying, if you ain't doing the tools to help you, that's SWOT analysis. I'm getting ahead of myself. Just true in the building. The quicks join the setters. Ah, man, that's what I see. I knew it was coming. That 2,700 week. What up, True? Congrats. Yeah, won't he do it? Won't he do it? That's that SWOT analysis. We're going to dive off into that. That's what's up. Starting out, I think it's best to self-dispatch so you learn all the sides. It's a little bit of that. We'll come back to that. I'm going to come back to that. What's up, family? See y'all Sunday. Hey, we're going to be ready. We're going to be waiting on all y'all. I hope everybody can make it. And now you can't tell me, because I'm going to tell you right now, steady grinding since we talk about, because I told you we coming to Atlanta. Steady grinding, him and the fam. They say they can't wait. They coming from Atlanta. So don't tell me you can't get in the room. We'll wait to see you, fam. We can't wait. Man, thanks, Quicks, talking about sub true. I believe in having an entry, a scaling, a pivot, and an exit plan. Ooh. I'm not going to go there. I was finna go somewhere with that. Y'all lucky I can't reach them, because I be doing homework everywhere. All my books downstairs, so I can't even reach it, because I was about to tell you what part of the book that you know what, y'all got to go see it for yourself. I started out using 4 carrier dispatcher services, but as my MC matured, brokers talked to me. I would be lying if I said I almost gave up, but this community kept me going. That's what we're here for, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Was that mama voice? Oh, was that what that was? Oh man, congrats. My highest week was 2,900. Still looking to beat it. Don't worry, T, we got you. We waiting on that $3,500 week. You think you off the you ain't off the hook, because you gonna get it. And the quick said it too. Job time. I love how everybody's showing this love to, man, that 2700. That's good when it feels good. When don't it feel good when a plan comes together, and especially when you following his plan? Hey, BG, you have to say it like Apollo did in Rocky. There's no tomorrow, freak man. I can't with you. I can't with y'all, man. Thanks, Trailblazer. Shalom, BG. I'm 6 months strong in my authority, wondering if DAT load board could be a good investment. I'll tell you right now, everybody has their own. I've seen select this. I can't speak. I only got a couple of loads in the beginning off of that. I've seen people using freight links. I haven't been blessed enough for that. I'm going to tell you right now, just from my experience, every single load you've seen for the past this year and last year, all of last year, the end of the first year, all of them for me came off DAT, me getting them myself. That 95% rate that Mr. Drive Time been talking to brokers and stuff, he been getting his loads off of DAT too. Everybody's different. It's just about knowing your system to how to read the board, because it's a system for everything. You just got to figure yours out. So yeah, I say if that's the route you want to go, there's nothing wrong with it. It's all up to you, fam. It's about what you're trying to do, basically. But that's a whole nother conversation. Yellow. I like that yellow. It's oh man. Hey Simon, I love how y'all be talking to each other. Oh, it's coming, fam, for sure. I know it is. I'm all that. DATC. Miss Yellow, Miss Quick on here, but working too. Hey, nobody, hey, we all do what you gotta do. Just listen in. It's coming, transport. Hey, I'm telling you, we out here getting it. So based off everything you just heard me say in those comments, that's why we put it up. Let's break down some of this part of how that works with a SWOT analysis. And so remember, I put all this in the community. If you need to go see it, or you need to, because some people I know get it, save it, print it out so they can make notes and jot notes. So the PDF is in the community. Well, let's go over it right quick. We're talking specifically about cargo vans, but this applies to all business. I just don't want to. If you tuning in, it's your first time, and you're like, man, BG, I ain't doing cargo van business. Maybe I'm doing dispatching, or maybe I'm starting a restaurant, or maybe I'm starting a digital marketing agency. Whatever you're starting, you got to still do a SWOT analysis, especially in your business and your life. So let's put this up on the screen right quick. When you're looking at the strengths, that's your external advantage. That's the stuff that is outside of your control, but you're paying attention to whatever industry you're in that you can take advantage of, capitalize on. And so one of the things that is helping out in the cargo van sprinter world is the ability that for this demand for the last mile delivery. That also goes for gig apps too. But when you're building something, it's nothing wrong with gig apps. You can either piggyback off of that on you building your business, depending on how you want to do it. That's a whole nother conversation. But you take advantage of situations within your business. The low startup barrier for a cargo van versus a box truck, and definitely because of a big rig. And the flexible operations. The flexible operations depends, again, what you want to do. Whether you want to be local, OTR, whether you want to be regional, whether you want to make it niche specific, because it's all types of niches that you can use a cargo van for. Whether or not you just want to do gig apps, because you might live in a market that does gig apps and you're using that to build another. This is a thing, using that to build another business because you're taking advantage of the strengths of this cargo van. But the weakness is those outside pressures, because remember, the outside stuff you can't do anything about. These are the things outside of your control. That's when I said about understanding your systems and your strategies, because like when I say with sports, I can have a great game plan as a coach, but I can't control what that other team does. I don't know who, I might know who, but I can't stop personally their best tackler or their best wide receiver or their best kicker. Like the things I can't control, but I can build stuff around it once I understand it. Like, and one of the weaknesses is in cargo van is high competition. I'll tell you about that in a second. How you turn that, because I'm gonna tell you how to take the weakness and then turn it into a strength or opportunity or something like that. Then the price volatility, but price volatility more like is everything. It's the rates changing, it's the gas mileage changing, it's the insurance, how it fluctuates. It's all types of things. Another weakness is dependence on brokers early. If you just depend on the broker, or you just depend on the dispatcher company, if you just depend on the courier company, that is good, but it's still a weakness because it eliminates your growth. Depending on where you're trying to take your business. If you're trying to grow your business to an entire fleet and all that, and your fleet is being built just off of brokers, we've seen many, if you've been keeping up with Freight Wave, like I told you to do, we see a lot of companies go out of business because they only depend on brokers. They don't go get their own direct clients. They don't go do their own thing. The opportunities that you have to take advantage of, that becomes a strength once you take advantage of the opportunity, is those direct contracts with businesses. Like when you find the opportunity, remember I told you the acronym NOW, no opportunity wasted. When you take advantage of those opportunities, like a contract, when it's presented to you, direct contract. Remember I told you it's two difference between like somebody like T-Force having a contract and you getting it from them. That's T-Force's contract and you're working under them, which is nothing wrong with that. That is fine. Go get your money. There's no problem with that. When I'm talking about the opportunities of a direct contract with businesses, that's that B2B, business to business. That's your business talking directly with another business in your local area or something like that, regional, however you set it up. And you negotiate those net 30 and how to pay. You negotiate your rate. That's when you start eliminating some of those weaknesses like price volatility, because you're taking advantage of the direct contract and you're talking and negotiating your rate. And that rate might be, let's do a 3-month trial. You do good, let's turn it into a 1-year contract. You know what you're getting monthly off that net 30. You know what you're getting by you completing it for that whole year. So that eliminates that price volatility. Niche specialization, like I told you, there's many ways this cargo van can go. It can be medical courier. You can be urgent freight, like expedited. You can do haulaways, trash haulaways. You can do furniture. Like, you see what I'm saying? It can go all types of ways. And then that other opportunity is building a fleet. When the opportunity comes, you don't rush into it. You can't go off and build a fleet. Like, for example, if you go dependence on broker early only, and you try to build a fleet off of, if you're trying to build a fleet off of just brokers, if something goes wrong with that brokers, then that's not really an opportunity. You're building a fleet based off of the first one, the direct contracts. Once you get that contract, then you start building the fleet. If your fleet is built just off of how fast you can get loads off the load board with brokers, then if something goes wrong or that price volatility or that high competition starts kicking in, then it's going to be harder to build that fleet. Then the other threats. Next one is threats, which you already know. We've seen the fuel spikes. That has threatened a bunch of people. A lot of people are sitting still because of that the fuel spike. And then the economic downturn, that would be something similar to when like the tariffs hit, when everybody slowed down on buying and purchasing stuff because they didn't know how it was going to affect them financially. So they stopped spending as much, or just in the economy we live in now, where people are like, hey, the food prices went up, cost of living went up, so I'm not shopping as much. That eliminates some of the final mile, which turns around, it makes the market look oversaturated. And that oversaturation goes right back into that high competition with the weakness. And we're going to talk about breaking this down, how you can make it work for your advantage. And then how you said the insurance hikes, that's that price volatility. Now, I'm finna go holler at the fan, but then we're going to break down how you caveat and flip the things around that's in your SWOT analysis, and how you make those weaknesses your strengths, and how you turn those threats into opportunities. But let's holler at the fan first. Let's holler at the fan. This is what a SWOT analysis is. You got to know what your issues are so you can fix them. Let's see. Oh, y'all been over here talking. Where you go? What did y'all? Okay. I think I'm okay. I'll buy a van when you start doing lease ons. I'll be your West Coast runner. I swear. y'all find a way to keep me over here laughing. Okay, brother. I feel you that we talking. You gotta go back if you're just not tuning in. Everybody speaking. Louisville Cargo in the building. I love it. What's going on, fam? I like that howdy. Drive time 2700. I see y'all. Find your niche. Yep, I'm telling you. Green is in the building. What's going on, fam? What's going on? This is drive time. Everybody just be speaking. I love how y'all be speaking to each other. That unity. Most people don't do this. Can we take advantage of the high diesel and the 200,000 CDL holders being taken out the game. Will the man go up? Can we get some lower gas? Get caught on the desert? Got caught in the desert? $7.30 a gallon, $12 on 6, please. I could just see you walking up there. Talking about, hey, put this 12 on 6. Yeah, I know I'm in the desert. I realize it ain't no use in me going towards Arizona. I mean, going towards Los Angeles. I'm gonna turn around and go get my gas in Phoenix as I head back towards the Midwest, because this ain't working. I even seen in LA where the gas prices was like $8. But anyway, that was for regular. That was regular gas. That wasn't even diesel. So I'm gonna keep hollering at the fam. We're gonna use this because this is how you take advantage of the SWOT analysis. So if you've been rocking with your boy since the beginning, the day one fams, and you understand all the stuff I've told you, like how I broke down the CPM, because remember back then gas was at $2.30, $2.40. You know what I mean? I was like, no, I'm running up to $3. So I put that money away ahead of time. Why do you do that? Because it goes back to the weakness part. I understand price volatility. I understand the threats of the fuel spikes. It's been happening for ages. It's nothing new. So I always round up and put away higher for when the time comes. Now, when that time comes, you take advantage of your opportunity. So here's one of those opportunities you have to take advantage of. The 200,000 CDL holders being taken out the game. That's an opportunity. Yeah, you don't want nobody to not win and however they win it, but it becomes an opportunity for you, because we've talked about this in the past, how a lot of shippers are moving a lot more stuff LTL. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a full 53-foot dry van full. And when you move stuff LTL, when y'all be making fun of your boy, be like, BG, that was a little cute pallet. You had no room in there. Why you taking advantage of the opportunity? It's 200,000 trucks because of tariffs and people ordering less, the economy going down, going through what it's going through. It presents opportunities. And those opportunities means I'm going to make more phone calls and get my name out there and start working with brokers, shippers, everybody to find out how can I get in this game. And with that 200,000 CDL holders going down, I already was moving LTL. Them 53-foot dry vans you see going down the highway, after talking to many of them at gas stations and warehouses and all that stuff, those trucks don't be full. I ran into a guy with a box truck and he only had one pallet back there that could have went and chipped. But we was going the same direction. But he had to do what he had to do to keep that money coming and keep that wheels turning on that box truck. Now, taking advantage of that for us, because yeah, we might look like the little guy, but because of that, 200,000 going down, because of the issues, and we're not going down a political route, but because of the issues, because I've seen it, I told you before, I've seen trailers sitting at weigh stations because DOT was like, took drivers out of service, made the companies figure out how to come get the trailers and towed the trucks off. Like I've seen that. And so that 1 or 2 or 3, or say it's a 53-foot dry van, but that driver might have 4 or 5 loads in there, 3 pallets here, 4 pallets there, 6 pallets there. That load could have been broken up to a couple of box trucks and even a couple of cargo vans, and companies are understanding that. So they're sending stuff like that. I've talked to one shipper that has actually, because he was like, it was a dude, and was like, he's like, oh, you here to pick this up? I was like, yeah, how do you move stuff? And the guy flat out told me, it was like, because of what's going on in the world, he went deeper into politics. He was like, we send out stuff as it's needed, and we've been getting a lot of more cargo van loads, because we send them all over to different places, and it's normally 1 to 2 pallets. So that's taking advantage of the opportunity and utilizing your strength, because you have a low startup cost, your flexible options, flexible operations, because your operations, 1 minute you can be doing gig gapping if your MC is matured enough, like you seen Mrs. Drive Time with the 2,700 in a week. When you can do gig gaps and then an opportunity arises like this, you can take off with it and boom. Versus somebody else that, say if I just was doing gig gaps and I had a car. This opportunity arises with the 200. And again, this is not me telling you to get out your car and rush to go get nothing. I'm just using this as an example. You take that, if I was in the car and then this opportunity arises, but I haven't positioned myself or even started getting close to positioning myself to enter the transportation game, then I wouldn't be available for the opportunity, because opportunities are going to keep coming. But only thing is, as you build a SWOT analysis, that's what you got to do in your business first. But when you build the systems, the playbook, the blueprint, when you build the systems and you build a strategy, year one might look like I'm doing gig apps and using courier services. Then year two, when my MCs matured a little bit more, now I'm doing, I moved away from gig apps a little bit, but now I'm doing dispatching myself, and I got a courier just in case I need it. Then by year three, I've learned enough of these ropes. I'm dispatching myself, but at the same time, I started making friends in my community, networking, and I'm picking up loads here and there. I got one contract that only runs on Mondays once a week, and then the rest of the week, I'm out here doing my own thing, dispatching locally or regionally. Then the one contract turns to two contracts because that owner of that business goes and talks at the Chamber of Commerce meeting and is like, oh, have you heard about this company? They're doing great work. They get my stuff there, no problem. And I don't even got to worry about the brokers no more. See what I'm saying? That's how it takes when you study building. But none of that happens if you don't do a SWOT analysis on yourself first, your personal and your business. Let's see. There are no weaknesses, only quick pivots and strategy. The reason I like this, because we talk about so much. If you understood the conversations we have outside of the live community and all that, I've tried to do, we've done a few over here. But remember I told you in the beginning, one of those weaknesses when we were all looking, trying to find out how would this cargo van thing work? Like, and we only seen the people that did it years ago, but they really stopped posting. So you had to dig real deep to find out. So that was one of our weaknesses because we didn't know. So we had to go run out there and make up numbers. And I'll be like me and just you ran out there and bumped your head a lot. That's what we do over here, fam. We try to help people from bumping their head. Now, you can still bump it if you want to, but don't say that the fam over here didn't try to help you. You see in the comments in the chat, everybody tries to help. But that's because we bumped our head, and then after you bump your head enough, that's when it only becomes quick pivots and strategy because you built the system. You get it. You get it. What's up, bro? South Carolina in here. I like that. The South, man, that was my first duty station, man. You would have never told me when I was growing up I would have been in South Carolina. I knew it was on the map, but I was like, what's going on out there? No. But I love me some South Carolina. Station in Charleston. What's going on, mister? What's up? What's up? I love this. Are you advertising long? I can't with you. Y'all got to know, man, the transport will keep you rolling all day. That is high. I have been doing a half a tank at a time, and it still costs me 60 to 65. We talked about that already. We're going to work on that because we need to get some money back or something. What's up, delivery guy? I'm glad you're here with me in South Carolina. So see how that just happened that fast? That's part of what the meetup is for, because you'll be surprised who's in your area that you can, because it's hard to, this is one thing about business, entrepreneurship, whatever you're trying to do, even life. It's hard to bounce ideas because sometimes you can think you're going crazy or you think you're alone in certain aspects. It's hard to bounce ideas off of somebody when you might have an amazing support system, but if they don't understand what you're doing, that support system only goes so far. That's part of the reason for the meetups, because you meet like-minded people in your area and y'all might fool around and become a whole team. Who knows? But that's neither here nor there. So now, Mr. Drive Time, Mr. Delivery Guys in South Carolina. Who knows what might happen? Cost me $77 to fill up. I'm in Ohio right now. Oh, I believe you. That's part of the rectangle. When gas prices going crazy, BG don't lead a rectangle. The rectangle I told y'all about? No, BG don't lead a rectangle. Because even though I told you about how we put the money away, it does no good if I go somewhere that's going to suck it all dry like that. So that's what the reason for the rectangle. So even though prices have gone up, I know for me, using all the things, the cash back from Upside, Loves with the 10 cent off, when you start doing all that, I might go somewhere and the gas might be $3.39, $3.49. By the time I fill up, it might be $3.09, 9 cents above my CPM. So it won't throw it all the way off. But if I go out west, 2 fill-ups, I'm probably going to be broke. Ah, man. Hey, Greed, that's sounding about average. If I let it go past a half a tank, nope. Can't do it. On our half of Missouri was 56. It's creeping. See, I told you. Remember, I told you roughly $50 to fill up it. The quicks are in Missouri, St. Louis. That rectangle. That's the vertical part versus the sideways part. that I told, because I know it sounds crazy, and I was like $3 is what I had it topped out at, and then $9. So basically, when I was filling up and I was doing $45-$50 for a fill up, because of the spikes in gas and other things, I'm only losing about $6 to $10 on the fill up. Not that I versus what I normally do. Versus if I was out there with Mr. Dry Time, I'd be roughly losing $70-$80. Mr. Dry Time and Green, that go another, I mean not 70, 20 to $30. Because like Mr. Green said, $77. Mr. Dry Time says 65-70. They go $25-$30. I would be losing versus the 6. That's the reason to understand the rectangle. Got to go back and watch that video. See, be trying to tell you. There's an app called Just Tracking. It was free, but it would copy the that one load board, and it was free. I didn't know that. Just Tracking. How does it do for us? What's the word I'm looking for? Factoring. Like, are these the same brokers, or are the verified ones I can go look up, or is it just anybody? That's my question. But at $7.30 a gallon, I'm looking for a Tesla Sprinter van. I'm trying to find out how I can get fit that in a regular family van. Hey, I'm not even finna lie to you. Some of the loads I've been getting, and you seen them. I told y'all I'm gonna go get me one of them little radio flyers, the little wagons. That's how I'm gonna be moving freight with a radio flyer. Oh man. Yeah, I had 1/8 tank left. Nope. That 77 hurt though. The type of fuel is life-changing in decisions. I know it is, because you already see fam say, hey, it was $7 talking about give me 12 on 6. It's life-changing. You really get to count pennies. You're looking in that cup holder. 23, 28. All right, 36. Hey, I got an extra 52 cents. How many of you out there have still experienced brokers still trying to give you the freight at the same price as though the gas is not going up? That's everybody. That's business, period. People are still think of it both ways. No matter what hits the consumer, the business person on the other end. That's why you get to the point where you grow your fleet, build your fleet outside of that, because that's a good example. So we was talking about the threats, the fuel spike, right? How that fuel spike. If you are building a fleet, if you took the opportunity to build a fleet, and your weakness of depending on only brokers, and then the threat hit of fuel spikes. Say you had that $77 on one van. Can you imagine if you had 5 and you still had to pay drivers? That's why you don't build your fleet around just the direct brokers. Because if you would have had a direct, now don't get me wrong, there are some group brokers out there. If you got a direct broker relationship or a contract where you can go back and kind of renegotiate, that's that fuel surcharge thing some companies give. But when you're your own owner operator, you are the fuel surcharge. So that's the difference when you understand your opportunities and your strengths, and how if you don't do it the right way and build the right system, that your weaknesses come in. That's why I said about the plan A, B, and C. Plan A, if I already know my SWOT analysis and I built these things in, then when these issues arise, I don't have to scrap the whole plan and go to plan B. I know how to pivot. Like, remember I told you CPM, I already built that. I understood gas fluctuation. I built the end because I understood the threat of a gas spike. And so I understood that because my flexible operations, because I get to dictate the terms. And so when everybody was laughing at your boy saying $1.15, and I was like, okay, it sounds crazy to you, but I already got the gas put in that for when this threat happens. And when the threat happens, you're prepared for it because your gas fund is set up. Now, don't get me wrong. Things that go up normally don't come down too much. It kind of goes back and forth, a little bit of buffer. But that's a whole nother conversation, and I ain't finna get political in this thing, because we'll be here all night long. What I've been seeing in the LTL is the box trucks eating, but taking lower rates because they can their partials. Wonder why they always want us to be dedicated. So there's a reason. This is the part, again, this is like a threat, I guess you can say, because it's like an oversaturation issue. Because normally when you get loads, like box truck, because just like we know, about the ELD logs and everything, everybody knows we don't have ELDs, depending on how you running your business. And so when they give you the load and they're like, hey, we want it there tomorrow, even though it's got a window, to find that load going directly to a location, because most of the time, a lot of times you might be going to if you're doing OTR, you'll be going to the middle of nowhere. But on the other hand, if you're doing local or regional and you learn your triangles in your area, then you won't be as bad, because you'll be dropping off in a good location. And if not, your good location won't be far versus dropping off in the middle of Timbuktu. That's why I tell you about the circle, because it keeps you near locations. So the box trucks are doing that because why? They got to take advantage of that situation, because remember that LTL freight, just like brokers are understanding this, and we do lives, and I get it. This is the part about that thin line between gatekeeping. That's why I understand the thin line between gatekeeping. That's why I keep saying stuff about the community, because it gets to a point where you're watching, you're learning, you're picking up the information. But when you're thinking business-wise, like I told you earlier, if you start telling everything, the haters are going to want your downfall. The same way you can watch this and watch the videos, so can the brokers. So can the shippers. So can the scammers. So you give enough to get you going, to get in the game, or whatever business you want to do. It's to get you going, to help you out, give you the foundation that we talk about. And then even give you even part of the frame. And if rocking over here with us, we give you the roof. But the way you separate it, and that's why you come up with a cost comparison, because I understand SWOT analysis and I understand y'all are trying to get it too. That's why you twist it just a little bit and you put a little bit out of reach for the scammer or the broker or the shipper, because most brokers, definitely not the scammers, they're not going to go buy books. They're not going to show up at meetups. The scammers, they're not going to expose themselves and walk in the room and be like, hey, everybody, I'm just here to meet y'all, get information so I can steal it from everybody. That's not how scamming works. They're definitely not going to join a community, because the community requires back and forth feedback of talking to each other. If they join a community, they might stop being a scammer, because why? So yes, the box trucks are going to get the rates that they're trying to get, because they got to keep their wheels turning. The only difference is that you're going to understand how to keep yours turning, so you're not running circles in your brain and not understanding your SWOT analysis and positioning yourself to win. Yes, they're holding the same rates. They are not implementing a DOE strategy as they should be. They're not going to ever do that. Not going to ever do that. Yeah, we looked up the next. Yeah, we looked up the next load, did the math, and bought enough to get there. I've done that before. Oh man, gas on the highway was running low, and I was in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, "This gas is too high," and it didn't even have an upside location, but it was one up the road a little bit. I put just enough in there to make sure the light did not come on to get me up there. Well, the light was on. I mean, to make the light go off to get me up the road. Man, look at all this. What is this going on? I don't know. Stop. Got it. I told you, family, gotta love it. Oh man. So yeah. Okay, Rich, that's smart. Yep. Ain't no way we was filling up. No, that would have been almost a $150, $200. What's up? Pinnacle Group is in here. I love it. If y'all don't know Pinnacle, you gotta go. You gotta go to. I be telling y'all, go to Pinnacles on TikTok. You gotta go rock with them. In fact, we everywhere. But again, if you're not talking to and following, and it ain't just me. You just so happen you over here. I just want everybody to win, so I'm gonna keep pointing you in a direction. So you guys to go see Pinnacle. Pinnacle, great information. Glad to see some Carolina boys in the building. Thought I was the only one. You see how fast that happened? Y'all think the meetup is for no reason. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to see y'all. I want to have a good time, but that's the point of it. Y'all been in it. I remember I told y'all, I know where most of y'all at that talk on a regular, and we did one-on-one strategy meetings. Those of you that done that, I know where y'all at. But I can't just give out y'all information. That's not right. Remember, I just told you about the scammers and all that stuff. I can't just give out y'all information. Y'all have to either meet up or start talking like this. But you see, in just this one simple conversation, SWOT analysis. Now, one of the strengths, all three of y'all are in the Carolinas. But are y'all going to take advantage of the opportunity? Let me stop. Because I can go on for days about this. Fuel and tolls winning right now. Fuels and tolls winning transporter because you like to stay up north. I told you that's why I don't go to New York. Them tolls be they already bad enough in Texas and Texas and Oklahoma and all that. They're already bad enough. They way worse up there. Them tolls gonna win every single time. I can't beat them. You can't beat them. So if you can't beat them, don't join them. That's part of my defense out of my playbook. And that's why it's not in my system. When y'all see and wonder why BG don't go certain places, it ain't a part of my system because if I add it to my system and just run up there willy-nilly, it's going to throw off my whole strategy. That's why we ain't going back out west. What's up, King? We here. We are in here, sir. SC in the house. Look at y'all. SC boys taking over. Yes, they are the time to strategize. I'm trying to tell you. I'm starting to think Mr. and Mrs. Quick do this on purpose. Y'all know. I just rode through Missouri yesterday, stopped to see the homie. North Country gas was $3.30 to $3.60 a gallon. Hit $3.10 in Oklahoma. It was $2.80 last. We tracking would clone the board as DAT updated. I told y'all. When I told y'all about the region, I understand my region. I get y'all. Y'all CPM, y'all probably worked it in. That's why your boy don't. Hey, right now, I'm not going above that Mason-Dixon line when I do go back outside. And I'm only going so far east because, again, I told you, Georgia's starting to act like they belong to Florida, and I don't get that. So they numbers starting to look like theirs. And it's like, hold on, Georgia, you forgot you was in the South? What happened? But that's a whole nother conversation. Plus, with brokers, some lanes are seasonal, especially for volume points. That's what I mean about you want to try a 3-month run, a 6-month, it changes. But if you know, think about, matter of fact, because we talking business, because it goes all the way. Think about when you go like a UPS, a FedEx, even if you go department stores, JCPenney's, Ross, malls, anything, the ones that are still available. Know how they got seasonal workers? You do know you can build a fleet that's seasonal, right? I don't know if I ever talked to y'all about that. You can build seasonal work. That don't mean you have to have the van either. That's some 1099 stuff. I'm getting ahead of myself. We still got to stick to SWOT analysis because we got to do the building in stages. If I start telling y'all all that, I know somebody out there going to skip some steps and go out there and try and do what I would tell them here and then be like, BG, you were wrong, you went wrong, because I ain't showed you the other steps. But you can have seasonal workers. You can build a fleet with 1099 workers. You can build a fleet with partnerships, South Carolina. Let me stop. Let me go back over here. We're going to get there. Business is a funny thing. Would you say the Ford Connect Transit is cool, in-town local delivery? I know it said in-town local delivery, but that can be a lot of things. That goes back to that niche thing. In-town local deliveries can be gig apps. In-town local deliveries could be medical courier where it's just samples. But it also got medical, because I want you to understand medical courier. People just think samples, bloodborne pathogen. We're in the cargo van. That can turn into a lot of things. You can be a person that transports the different equipment they have, heart rate monitors, and all different stuff. You can move them. It's medical equipment, medical devices you can transfer. You can have cases of stethoscopes, or I probably can't even say that right now, or tools and all the different stuff that the cups. I've met a young lady that was doing medical transport, and all she did was take the urine cups, the cups to use to get your urine to go test them. She had boxes of those, and she would just go around and drop them off at the hospital. And then I'm assuming somebody else came and picked it up. So yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do with your Ford Connect Transit. It can be anything. It depends on what you're trying to do. I don't want to give you the wrong information because there's so many different things you can do with that. Yep. No freight. See, I swear, I'm going to catch up one day. Absolutely great vehicle delivery, no freight. See what I'm saying? Like, it depends on what you're trying to do. Now, if you think you finna go pick up 2-3 pallets, obviously not. You can't get those rides. You see what I'm saying? You might not be able to go to the port for the bigger items. It just depends what you're trying to do with it. Thumbs up, Mr. Drytown. That's some South Carolina boys. Don't pay them no attention right now. Yeah, that Ford Ford Connect is perfect car for in-town locals. Yep. Atlanta in October, fam. Yep. But see, y'all in the Carolinas, y'all can go to Cincy or Atlanta. Don't give me that. It's only like about a 200-mile difference, and you know your boy understand that. Trying to get as much game as I can. Quit my job almost a month ago, still trying to figure out the best way. Not gonna lie to you, that's just a regular one-on-one, because it's like I without everybody knowing what you got to do. We want you to win, but we don't want to send you in the wrong direction. We have to complete a study analysis on what brokers have seasonal lanes in accordance to the commodity. You want to know something funny? Don't get me wrong. I don't know them all. I don't know them all. But I've done enough, not on the brokers, but I've done enough talking, and it's part of my degrees. I started doing this years ago before I even thought about cargo van. And one of the papers that I wrote was understanding we didn't refer to it as seasonal. We called it what was the word? It's basically like what quarters certain businesses do their high numbers, down numbers. Like say for a restaurant, like let's use gig apps. I don't want to deter it. I want to stick with transportation. So there's high and low volumes in gig apps. Like for example, it's going to be summertime. So if you work a gig app like DoorDash, you're going to make a lot of money in the summertime. Why? Because it's an influx of kids that are at home and their parents are either sending them money, or the kids know how to do it themselves, or the kids are late night gamers and they're going to have you running to the gas station getting little snacks. I've got M&Ms. I picked up energy drink. You're going to make some money. And if you're in the right area, that goes back to, remember I told you this in the beginning, when you're doing your personal SWOT analysis, if you already got your family in a position where you're living in a certain area, those certain areas spend different type of money versus areas that don't. And it's a safety factor, but that's a whole, I know I don't know the broker side of it, but I've done it for a lot of businesses because of papers and research I had to do. But there are businesses, like I told you about the one, we already talked about it. We know about the Christmas time. We know about all that stuff. I'm going to try and think, what's a random one that most people don't think about? So if you make a network, say you work, say in the warehouses, you know, the electronics people, say you got one in your area, or if you're one of the ports that electronics comes into. If you got a direct broker, there are certain times a year where electronics spike. Sometimes it's around February and March. I know the tech week part, but I'm going to give you. You got to, that's why I tell you, we talk about gas. But when I tell you, watch the stocks. Like, for example, if you live at one of those ports, which we'll talk about ports later, that has gaming parts that come from China or phones that come from China. You know how you watch those commercials? The new Samsung is coming out. The new Apple's coming out. The new PlayStation is coming out. The new Xbox is coming out. You know how you see that? That is a predetermining factor of a spike that's going to happen during the electronic season. Because if you pay attention, phones and games, depending on which one you're looking at, they come out at certain parts of the season every single time. And if you live by one of those places that produces electronics or deals with electronics, because believe me, even though PlayStation's all over the place, they come in from somewhere. They got hubs in places. And if you live by those hubs, that's a spike in season for you. It's a whole bunch of seasons. We're not going down there right now. We go back over to the SWOT analysis, but that's an opportunity if you live in those areas. Let's see. A king, I'm trying to get to Houston this weekend, but guess what? I'm taking a load to get there round trip. I like that. It will happen for you. Stay in contact with your community. Yep. Texas tolls the worst. Ran. They hit me up 7 months later talking about it's now $60. Why y'all ain't call when it was 11? So you do know you can call them and let them know that you're on the road, and depending on who you are, like me, I ain't going up to New York. But since I know I'm going to certain places, I got the tags on there for all the places I'm going, because I know I'm gonna be in Oklahoma. I know I'm gonna go through certain parts of like Tulsa. I'm trying to think. I know I'm all over Texas. Like, I got the tags for the places I go, so that way That's like gas money, whole separate account. I can watch it. I get the emails. Oh, we just took $2 from you. Just took $3 from you. Your balance got below 10, so we just re-upped you 20. So I see it coming out, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yes, they do that. It happened to me the first time. I got one. It was like $80. And that's when you call them and say, hey, I know you sent this letter. Just want to let you know I'm in transportation. I move all around. I'm home 3 to 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever number you come up with. I'm just now seeing this and they got the release note. Can we do something about this? And you can negotiate and get rid of those late fees, because late fees normally be like $20, $30. How can we network? I'm in Gastonia, North Carolina. Look at all these Carolinas coming together tonight. Boy, I swear, one time it was Atlanta. Now it's the Carolinas. It's looking like a plan when they come together. Comprehensive market analysis. Okay, then. Yes. We'll dig into that deeper. Happy weekend. My toes last year scaled to 867. Y'all got me out here sounding like Soldier Boy. Drake, 867? Oh, yeah. Pinnacle, I can't remember. Are you up north? Yeah, that's another reason I ain't going up there. I'm going to tell you right now. Last year in toes, because I did the math already, my toes came out to 180. It was 180 something. I can't remember. But yeah, I ain't going up there. No. Yo, Carolina fam in here. Anyone running a bigger box truck might have a direct shipper opportunity. Charlotte to Cincinnati, I'd be the receiver. So, even though this is happening now, this is Cole, everybody. I just want you to know who Stride Express is. Cole, I'm proud of you. The whole fam proud of you, because we know where you started it. This is what that Cincinnati meetup looks like. That's why I say you might can go to all of them or go to the one closest. Don't worry. I pass on information to y'all as I get it. But there's still people in the room that, if you don't, we ain't going down there right. They're going to be in the room. But see how that's how it happens. We're doing this way. Now imagine what happens inside of the. I'm not advertising. Right. Stride. LOL. The purpose. They did it on purpose though. How you ain't have my number but you got it now. I paid it though. I can't with y'all in these toes. Cargo Cast, it's Stride. Cargo Cast has few in the community. I'll try and send you information. That lane is really good. I'm not gonna lie. That lane sounds like it's in something we talk about all the time. I think it's called the Circle. I can't. I give up. I'll tap in, Pinnacle. Appreciate you. Might be a semi-reoccurring lane for someone. Cole, I know what you're doing, and I love it. Get it moving, fam. That's what we're here for. Yo, hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Yeah, Jay, it was in building. What's up, fam? What's up? So, did all that make sense? I told y'all about SWOT analysis. Now, you see it's a reason. If you look at it, the PDF, or if you just not catch it on, there's a reason that next to the strengths and weaknesses, I put next to strength, external advantage, and weakness, external pressure. Because next week, the way you tap into the SWOT analysis, because don't get me wrong, everybody knows when everything going great, when the money coming in, when you having $2,700 weeks, when you have like Mr. Dry Time, you hit the 2,900 like TD. When you going for the 3,500 or hitting the 5,000 a week, everybody knows when things are going good, when the rates are great, the gas is amazing. Everybody knows that. But nobody's prepared when that external force punches you in the mouth. Oh man, Atlanta thought they punched New England in the mouth. And New England was not prepared. But New England had a system. And they made it part of their strategy. Got punched in the mouth, but they was able to bounce back and win the Super Bowl. So that's why next week we're going to talk about external analysis, because the strengths and weaknesses, you got to understand those external advantage. Understand your external advantage and the external pressures that can mess things up for you. Because when you understand the external analysis, kind of what we were just talking about, the broker doing a competitive or market analysis is all kind of same thing. When you understand that external analysis, when something like these gas prices punch you in the mouth, when tariffs punch you in the mouth, and you like, how am I get this business going? If you already understand them and you already prepare for them, you can counter like the Patriots did the Falcons and win the Super Bowl. Now, don't get mad at me, steady grinding music. I ain't trying to make none of my ATL fans mad. I'm just saying Atlanta didn't understand the external analysis, and when New England punched back, that's why they lost. It's not always made a better team win. The team with the better strategy and systems in place win. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? We just all over here winning, and we want you to win too. But hey, man, let me make sure we ain't got no last minutes before we get up out of here, because I know some of y'all got some work to do. Some of y'all got early pickups. Some of y'all got early drop-offs. Some of y'all got early drop-offs and picks up by 12 and trying to find another parcel to go with it, and I love it. Y'all know the next load I had to charge an extra 60, though, made that back. You know what that 60 is? If you did the CPM like we talked about before, then you understand, because we did it at 300 miles, because, you know, we want you to have a little overage. We know y'all cargo vans can go a little longer. That extra $60, that's that extra 16 to 17 cents per mile you add on. You know, when I be telling you, like, we did the load for $1.16, $1.17, $1.30. Go back and watch the videos. You a mess, Rich. Yeah, you going to get it back. You going to get it back. I was about to say the little saying, give it to me in blood, but nah. That's a homeboy. That's a whole nother thing. I would have too. But of course, in order to understand the extra 60, you got to know your numbers. We talked about this already. But I'm proud of you, Rich. That's good. Texas tolls and me playing the same games. Just all of a sudden, yeah, I know that was just, that's what they say. That was today's price ain't yesterday's price. I can't with y'all. Y'all be safe this week. Preach. Have a great week, fam and family. And on that, y'all already know what to do. It's that time. If you're driving, just be safe. Be safe. If you're not, close your eyes and bow those heads. Lord God, creator of the ends of the earth, we once again come to say thank you. Not thank you for what you've done for us, not what you're gonna do for us, but we want to thank you for the mindset that you're instilling in us to help us grow, not just in business, but in our personal lives, so that we can make systems and strategies according to your plan. And that we understand that it takes a community, it takes a fellowship, it takes your guidance to make this happen. We ask that you continue to watch over everybody that's out there driving on these dangerous highways and byways, help them get to their destination safe and sound. And those that are getting ready to take off and run this week, keep them safe as well, and help everybody return to their family safe and sound. We ask that you continue to watch over us, keep us, help us with our strengths, help us with our weaknesses, help us with the opportunities that you provide for us, so that we can stay away from the threats that are meant to harm us. Ask these and many more blessings in your darling son, Jesus' name, amen. And just like that, we got to get to work. Don't get me wrong. I got stuff to do behind the scenes, because we got to get ready for Saturday. The meetup, the 28th of March, 10 to 2. Link in the description. So yeah, fam, if you're on that way or you're going to be in the area, go ahead and come holler at us. Get your tickets. Let's chop it up and see if we can make the H-Town connection the way these Carolina boys been in here getting it tonight. Even got old Cole up in Ohio trying to make an Ohio to the Carolina connection. I love it. And that happens when you get in the room with like-minded people. So for those of that, I'll see you on Saturday. I'll see y'all Saturday. Got a couple of videos we'll put out, but the ones that we gonna see and meet up in person, I'll see y'all on Saturday. But for everybody else, stay safe. And as always, until the next video, y'all stay blessed.